Good morning, church, and I'm glad you're with us today for worship. I'm in my garage because I wanted to offer a little illustration, and then we're going to get into the scripture a little bit. But in the garage, in my tractor here, there's a gas cap, and it's kind of broken up, but as you can see, I put some labels on it, and this little meter right here is the meter for whether or not this tank is empty or whether it's full. And as you can see, it's empty according to this right now because this float right here pushes up, and when it pushes up, you can see that meter goes up to full as the tank is full, and that float comes up to the top. For me this week, my hope meter has been running on empty. Mary Beth has been struggling through the first chemo treatments that she's had, and she's doing better lately, but this has been a real struggle for us this week. The coronavirus has isolated us from each other, and I miss being with all of you and being at church together. So that's something that has gotten me down this week. And many of you know also that my dad earlier this week had a major heart attack. And this morning, Friday morning, I heard this morning that he had passed away. So all of those things has caused me to have a really difficult week. And my hope meter has gone down to empty. And I don't know about you, but what do we need to do during times where we're feeling empty? I turn to the Lord and to His scriptures. 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 5 and 6 say this. The Apostle Paul said to them, he said, "When we arrived in Macedonia, there was not rest for us." He says, "We were faced with conflict from every direction." Sometimes it feels like that, doesn't it? That we're faced with opposition and troubles from every direction. He says, with battles on the outside and fear on the inside. That's what they were facing, and we face that too. Those words just grab my heart because of the way that I've been feeling this last week. All of us have battles on the outside and fears on the inside. But then it says in verse 6, "But God, who encourages those who are discouraged, encouraged us by the arrival of Titus." You see, God comes along in the midst of all of that, and He encourages us. You see, we need Jesus Christ to come alongside of us and encourage us when we're down and our hope meter is running on empty. We need each other also. So I encourage you to take care of one another. And I appreciate the care that is being brought to us through the church. All of you who have visited and given us cards and flowers and meals, all of those things have been an encouragement to me. So my question today is, how is your hope meter? Does it bounce back after being hit? Does it cause doubt when you lose hope in a certain situation? God knows that we all struggle with finding and holding on to hope. When we are faced with tests along life's path, how does your hope meter hold up? Even the strongest Christians can find it challenging to find that hope often. So when your hope meter starts to go down to empty, remember that God is with you, and we need to turn to His Word. 1 Peter 1:13 says this. It says, "Therefore, with minds that are alert and fully sober, set your hope on the grace to be brought to you when Jesus Christ is revealed in His coming." You see, He's coming back, and we have hope for the future because of it. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18 says, "I pray that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened in order that you may know the hope to which He has called you." the riches of his glorious inheritance in his holy people. We need each other, we need the church, and the eyes might be enlightened that we may know the hope of Jesus Christ. And then in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23, he says, let us hold on to, grab hold of, hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. He is faithful to us no matter what happens in life. Psalms 33, verse 22 says, may your unfailing love be with us, Lord, even as we put our hope in you. You see, our hope is not just in a place or in a situation or in money or jobs or even in the security that this world offers at times. Our hope happens to lie in the person of Jesus Christ. And so when your hope meter or your tank goes down to empty, I pray that you would be filled with the hope of Jesus Christ.
Found me here again, in the place we met, where hopelessness meets grace. Silence all the noise, every whispered lie, put to rest by perfect peace. And even in my doubt, I will not forget, you are faithful still to me. I won't take a single step till I hear your voice. I surrender, and when my eyes cannot see, it's your voice that's leading me out of darkness and into light. It's your love that's breaking through the night. I won't move until you speak. I won't move until you speak. Here I'll wait for you in the silence now. I'm holding on to your truth. I won't take a single step until I hear your voice. I surrender, and when my eyes cannot see, it's your voice that's leading me out of darkness and into light. It's your love that's breaking through the night. I won't move until you speak. I won't move until you speak. Oh, I won't move until you speak. I won't move until you speak. You break the walls apart, you heal the wounded heart. I won't move until you speak. You calm the raging sea. You crush the enemy. I want more until you speak. And you break the walls apart. And you heal the wounded heart. And you've been there from the start. I want more until you speak. And you calm the raging sea. And you crush the enemy. And you set the broken free. I want more until you speak. Oh, you break the walls apart. And you heal the wounded heart. And you've been there from the start. I want more until you speak. And you calm the raging sea. And you crush the enemy. Oh, you set the broken free. I want more until you speak. And when my eyes cannot see, it's your voice that's leading me out of darkness and into light. It's your love breaking through the night. I want more until you speak. I want more until you speak. I want more until you speak.